We are now talking about the very last task on the app, which is the unfinished interview check. This is where you're supposed to check to see how many incomplete or unfinished interviews some of the field agents have on their phones. So we'll go ahead and open this up, and let me show you the instructions I had sent out before in an email and the newsletter, so we can talk about that first. And the instructions were sent out in August of 2020. This was a new field audit requirement, so a year ago, where you want to ask the field agent to let you have a look at their phone. You would have them go into the app on their interviews, and if there are unfinished interviews, so you would press on each one of these. A complete interview would have 100% on everything. It's okay to have 0% on the DNA barcode scan. That's always been optional. In fact, maybe it's not even there anymore. But if you ever see a 0% next to DNA, that is not considered incomplete. That's fine. It's a full, complete interview. If anything else is incomplete, like over here, if any of these up here does not say 100%, that's an incomplete interview. So we take a look at each interview and see how many of them do not say 100% on every task. So we're going to pretend here that we're looking at phone number 1. So I'm going to come down at the circle with a plus button, add phone number 1, which it just did. How many unfinished interviews did I see? Let's say there were 2 unfinished interviews. And you could explain why there are unfinished interviews. So just ask the field agent, can you tell me why these interviews are not done? Say, oh yeah, those 2, the informants were tired and asked me to come back later to finish later. You could say he says he has appointments with them to finish. If we're done here, maybe there's a second phone, a second field agent. You're asked to let you see their phone. If we press the plus, it will add phone number 2. Maybe that phone didn't have any incomplete or unfinished interviews. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and push the check mark. And now we have 100% unfinished interviews check. And we actually have 100% on everything. And there's something new that just appeared on our screen, on the phone screen, and that's a transfer button up here. So the next video, I'll talk about how to transfer your audit report out of the phone. Now, if any of you viewing this video has never seen these instructions here on how to check for incomplete interviews, let me know. I can send this document to you.